Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Q4 and FY25 post-earnings conference call of Suyog Telematics Ltd. Today on the call from the management team we have with us Mr. Shiv Shankar Lature, Managing Director, Mr. Tushar Shah, Business Head India, Mr. Ajay Sharma, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Suyash Lature, Business Development Manager, and Ms. Aarti, Compliance Head. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to quickly run us through the business highlights and performance highlights for the quarter ended 31st March 2025, the growth plan and vision for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to the management team.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you everyone for joining our quarterly call. So before I start my presentation, I would like to thank each one of you because of your support and employee hard work. Once again, we have declared a very encouraging result. We are able to improve on our cash flow. We have rolled out close to 1,800 tenancy in the entire financial year. We have again improved on our PAT and EBITDA margins. So it has been one of the very encouraging results against all the odds. So I know there are a lot of questions among the investors. So we are keeping our presentation limited to a critical slides, which I'll explain you in detail, post which we'll open it for Q&A. Kamlesh, can you scroll down? So in FY25, if you see our Q4 percentage of revenue share, there is a drastic improvement in BSNL numbers, which has gone to more than 2% of my overall revenue in Q4, where there's also so we have now, if you consider the entire year, my Airtel share is almost 49%, followed by Jio in 23% and VI on 27%. Again, which will see a drastic change in coming quarters for VI and BSNL because we are rolling out max of the site for VI and BSNL. As you know, informed earlier, we have presence across India. Now we are able to successfully roll out 7,000 tenancy. Obviously, it is not as per the expectation. But we will be able to achieve 7,000 sites against all financial odds. But we have a lot of business. We have a lot of business. In coming quarter, will surely make up for it. Next slide. So to be specific on numbers, hello. So one of the critical highlights is to be specific on numbers. We have now 5,704 total towers and 7,002 total tenancies. We have also crossed 1,000 ka landmark in my government portfolio, which is one of my biggest USP. And we have crossed 5,800 kilometers of fiber networks. So one of the biggest highlights of the year was the acquisition of Lotus, which we completed on 31st March. So as you all know, we are very strong here in Mumbai, which is a financial capital of India. Now we also have very strong holding Delhi, which is a national capital of India. So any company who are very strong in Delhi, Mumbai will be always a part of top notch of the industry. And in Suyog, we were having the same thinking that with Mumbai, we should have a very strong presence in Delhi. And we have got a lot of advantage of Lotus acquisition. If you see, we have got 15 to 16 crores of revenue will be added to our consolidated revenue. And we have got almost 120 sites followed by 140 tenancies in Lotus. And we are very sure that we'll add another 50% of tenancy in coming quarter on a Lotus portfolio, which will make one of the most critical player of Delhi circle. So with this acquisition, Suyog now have become a very strong player in national and financial capital both of India. And it fits our strategic planning where we wanted a presence in a circle where we were weak. Now, I have always been saying throughout the year that government is supporting telecom industry like never before. So one of the most important decisions which government has recently taken is the ROW guideline, which has been released centrally, which is now mandate for all the states to adopt that policy. With the major benefit of this new ROW policies, I can, like, it's a single window clearance for all my tower permissions from any corporation or any panchayats or any state, central state body. I just need to apply on Gati Shakti portal. They have a 30 days deemed approval process where I need to upload my documents and all my sites become legal from BMC or any regulatory approvals. So I don't need to go on a different corporations or different panchayats. It's a single window clearance where within 30 days, all my sites are getting. There is now standard ROW charges across India. While there were a lot of disparity in different states, they are all different states were having a different charges. Now all states need to follow the central guideline, and there is a common rational charge across India. Third biggest benefit, no corporation can take any legal action of any of our tower without giving any proper notice. And if I have Gati Shakti approval on all my towers, so government has been supportive, and we are sure going forward in next 1 or 2 years, we will see many such rules which will benefit IP companies specifically. That's that. So as in terms of our future plan, we are still very sure of achieving 10,000. We are sure of achieving 10,000 tower ka rollout in next 2 financial year. Oh, 3319. Hello. We are very sure we will be achieving this. We are planning to add another 5,000 tower in FY current financial year, and we'll add same 5,000 number in the next financial year. We have got enough business from Vodafone, Airtel, Jio, and BSNL to achieve our target. And now we are on a course of arranging funds, and we are sure this financial year will be going to achieve these targets. Again, I said, we are still focused on FTTH and fiber vertical, and we are in next 2 or 3 years would be rolling out huge number of FTTH and fiber across India. Recently, we have bid for one of the MTNL fiber tender in Mumbai, where we have been awarded L1, and we are very close of awarding that tender to us, which will give another 500,000 extra benefit in Mumbai. And we are working on many such tenders of FTTH and fiber, which will complement our addition, which will add to our revenue KT in coming years. So one of the biggest BSNL update, like I've been entire year, I'm saying that BSNL has become one of the key important customer for us. Recently, there was a letter released by BSNL central office to all the circle offices stating, please transfer all the sites of non-performing IP company to Suyog. So we are expecting now huge jump in BSNL business with this. So so if you see overall, BSNL is now dependent majorly on two players. One is the India's second most tower company, and second is Suyog for their rollout. So, and the top largest company has defaulted on the performance, followed by all other IP companies. So we are expecting all that SOs to get converted to Suyog in next, say, weeks or 15 days time. And we are expecting huge jump from BSNL across India in our revenue and in our business. And that's officially declared by Central Team that Suyog is one of the most best performing company for BSNL. And we want to give, Suyog has become now a preferred partner of BSNL, where they want to give more and more business to Suyog compared to any other IP. So we'll move on financial statement. So I believe you must have seen financials declared by now. So here what we are showing is a financial statement excluding ESOP impact, which is one-time exceptional impact, so that there is an apple-to-apple comparison and there is no confusion in terms of our result. So if you see, my EBITDA margin has improved. Now my EBITDA margin for Q4 is almost 71.4% compared to 62% year on year. So there's an 853 basic points ka improvement. Even if you compare to financial, it has improved by 104 basic points on an overall yearly basis. We have reached an, even if you see, my EBITDA margin has gone to 46.5%, which was compared to 41.5 in a. Again, PAT margin, we have sustained the PAT margin and it has improved by 275 basic, 184 basic point. My reported net profit may be negative. That's because of an ESOP impact, which I'll explain you in the next slide. But if you remove that ESOP impact, my net profit, we are able to maintain net profit of 32%, and EBITDA has further improved. Next slide. So these are the important notes which we have highlighted on our financial. No. So if you see, we have taken a hit of ESOP, which is a notional loss for Q4. This ESOP was already approved by shareholders in a shareholder meeting, which we have taken impact on it. So there is a 27 crore ka ESOP impact on my financials, which is mainly a difference of exercise rate versus the fair value rate. And this entire valuation was done by a registered valuer. And based on that, we have taken an impact of 27 crore. And this is as per the accounting policy. We need to take this hit, even though it's a notional hit, it needs to be part of the financial. And hence, you are seeing a loss in current quarter. Actually, if you remove this 27 crore, we have reached 50 crores ka revenue in current quarter, and we have maintained same EBITDA and PAT margin. Second point, if you see the EBITDA, again, EBITDA margin excluding ESOP, we have improved drastically. So it stands at 71.4%, which is 853 basic point increase from year on year. So our results are actually encouraging, and it's much better than even previous year. The net profit at 35.3%. What we have been committing year on year, that will maintain net profit between 32 to 35%. We are continuing same in current year and current quarter also. And EBITDA is also 70% plus. Our biggest gain in this current year is my cash flow. We have managed our cash flow excellently well. Against all the odds, even though we have deployed 1,800 plus sites, majorly for Vodafone and BSNL, who are making payment for 90 days, still we are able to improve on cash flow. We have generated a positive cash flow of 211 million compared to 14.8 million in previous financial year. So this is one of the biggest upside on our financial, which we can further utilize to improve our rollout in next financial year. So now in a financial, you also may see this revenue recognition happens on quarter basis. For this entire financial year FY25, we have done a revenue recognition of 24 crore. So when we say it's revenue recognition, we have fulfilled all our contractual obligations with private operator and government operator both. They have accepted and they have given me a sign off. But due to certain technical reason, we are not able to bill it. So contractual obligation has been done. We have received commitment from operators that they are going to pay me this. Only thing, my billing is pending, which will happen in coming quarters. And if you see the breakup, my around 4 crores of revenue billing is pending with Airtel's fiber team for certain PO related issues. My maximum around 19 crores of revenue is pending from BSNL. We have started rollout for BSNL in month of October. Now, as a process, BSNL they give me acceptance of the site, but they allow me to bill only when their site is on air. And obviously, you all know that there was a certain delay from Tejas due to their backhaul issue, which has been now resolved. And as and when BSNL is integrating that site, we are billing them. And obviously, some 7.9 million is pending between Airtel, Voda, Jio, which is a normal, regular new site billing, which happens after 1 or 2 months. So all these are contractual obligations are over. We have received confirmations. Only thing billing is pending for this 24 crores, which will happen in subsequent quarters. So that's all in terms of presentation. I have been trying to, clear all the questions which we have. Now, Vinay, can we open floor for Q&A?
Sure, sir. All those who wish to ask a question may use the option of raise hand, and we'll invite you to ask the question. We'll take the first question from Varun Ghia. Varun, you can go ahead, please.
Hi, sir. Couple of questions from my
Yeah,
side.
Hi.
So this 24 crores which you mentioned, so these are pertaining to the tenancies added in Q3, or these are prior to that?
So-
And despite such good addition of tenancies and towers, it doesn't reflect in the overall revenue growth, which should have been in Q4. So
So I tell you, so Varun, first thing that this 24 crore is spread it across the year, but as majority of that 24 crore, which is with one of the government player, which is 19 crore, are mainly to a rollout related to Q3 rollout. No, you're not. So if you see, actually I've done a revenue of 50 crores in Q4. If you see my revenue of 50 crore, in Q4 is 50 crores. And even though we have 24 crore ka revenue recognition because billing has not happened, but we have considered it in a revenue and expense also booked for this. And all these sites expenses already booked. Only billing is pending.
But
So
still, the
majorly of
revenue
them is
growth
for
hasn't
Q3.
been that much. It should have been quite more because you added almost 1200 tenancies in Q3 and 600 this quarter.
Sir,
No,
So,
this quarter
I
you are not
want
adding
to
Q3.
Varun, Tushar, एक minute.
Hmm.
Varun ji, we are previously working with the three operators like Airtel, Vodafone, and Jio. These are private
right,
operators. Okay.
right,
Due to the market scenario, this is Indonesia's product done by Tejas. Their stability of product is very much important for BSNL aspect, and fiber connectivity is there. The issue is not pending from Suyog has done as per his skill and all the site has deployed. Now government has to on air the site, but they have given the SO and everything is in place. First question is your which quarter is this is 3 and 4th only, and now we are in a better position to get that optical fiber tender, so that government will clear the dues because there is two where the BSNL is present as a MTNL in Mumbai and Delhi. So we acquired the Delhi company due to this purpose only. The government billing is slow. Everybody knows that. That is not new.
right.
But they have already given the following the procedures and their due diligences and their clearances, we have got it. So Tushar want to say that third quarter and fourth quarter is the only issue that billing will be subsequently happen. Okay?
Okay. And this ESOPs which you have issued, were issued at what price and has there been exercised?
CFO,
Because
Sharma ji,
CFO,
Sharma ji,
Sharma ji. Ajay Sharma.
आरती अनम्यूट करो ना.
यस यस
शर्मा जी है ना.
वरुण
yeah,
ये जो ईसोप है ये एम्प्लॉइज के बेनिफिट के लिए ये लिया गया और रजिस्टर्ड वैल्यूएटर ने इसका स्पेसिफाइड वैल्यूएशन किया विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम द 2019 टू 2023 और
yeah,
अकॉर्डिंगली इसका
yeah.
जो प्राइस आ रहा है वो 527 आ रहा है.
Okay.
सॉरी
And
541.67.
okay, और ये एक्सरसाइज हो चुका है
नहीं एक्सरसाइज होगा इन द कमिंग पीरियड.
तो कैश फ्लो में you're showing ना the money is received.
कैश फ्लो में मनी रिसीव नहीं दिखाया है, वो वारंट का दिखाया हुआ है. जो सुशंकर लातूरी जी को लास्ट ईयर हमने वारंट दिए थे वो वारंट्स का
हाँ.
पैसा आया है. अभी तक ईसोप
Okay.
का पैसा नहीं आया है.
Okay. And warrants, how much the remaining pending will be done in what time? Some 5 lakh share warrants
5
are
lakh
still
shares still pending.
yeah. So that will be received in what period of time?
I think that will be received in the month of June or July.
Okay. And can you also let me know what is this jump in other current assets? 33 crores ka there is a big jump. So what is that pertaining to?
लोन जो हमने लिया है आईसीआईसीआई बैंक से, ठीक है, वो
Okay.
31 मार्च को डिस्पर्स हुआ तो उसका बैंक बैलेंस ऐड हो गया. वो बैंक बैलेंस नहीं आएगा ना, और क्योंकि उसका यूटिलाइजेशन विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम 1 अप्रैल आता है तो उसके लिए वो अकाउंटिंग नॉर्म है, उसको आपको करंट एसेट में
So total कितना डेट इंक्रीज हुआ है? 37 तो दिख रहा है कि इंक्रीज हुआ है प्लस दिस 33 crores.
मेरा डेट जो इंक्रीज हुआ है उसके सामने मेरा डेट कम भी हो गया है, तो मेरा कोई ड्रास्टिक चेंज नहीं हुआ है डेट के अंदर.
So this 33 will be added ना?
वैसे तो
33
आपको
crores.
आज के अंदर 35 डेट ऐड किया है, लेकिन उसके सामने हमने अप्रैल के अंदर अराउंड 20 सीआर कम भी कर दिया, तो मोटा मोटी नेट इम्पैक्ट 15 सीआर का आया है.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
And one last question: Vodafone receivables as percentage of total receivables would be how much? Because there is a good amount of jump in receivables, around 22 crores this quarter.
Vodafone is around 28 to 30%.
And any issues in
No,
payments?
no issue.
And Vodafone recently mentioned that it will be very difficult for them to survive. So
मैंने
how
भी
will that
अपने
impact?
मैंने भी अपने बैलेंस शीट के अंदर इसमें नोट्स के अंदर डाला हुआ है कि
Right.
वोडाफोन का इशू है, लेकिन एज ए मतलब जो हम टावर कंपनी जितनी भी है उन सबको वो पेमेंट बराबर कर रहे हैं। हाँ, वो पेमेंट कौन सा रोक रहे हैं, जैसा उन्होंने मेरे को रेंट और जीएसटी तो इमीडिएटली दे देते हैं वो। हाँ, आईपी फीस का जो पैसा है वो मेरा 90 डेज में आ रहा है।
So Varun, I'll take this question. In terms of Vodafone, they have been very aggressive in nature. They have rolled out 5G services in Bombay last month, and in current month, they already rolled out 5G services in Delhi. So I've been in Vodafone office in and out on almost daily basis. Vodafone has been very aggressive. They will surely give more and more business in coming years, and we don't have any doubt on sustainability of Vodafone. See, they will make statement because they play some games with government. There are some internal discussion happening with government at that level, which we don't comment. But in terms of IP company or in terms of sustainability, we are 100% sure Vodafone will come much stronger in coming year.
And out of these 10,000 which you have guided, 10,000 towers, how much would be potential BSNL and
So see,
Vodafone?
basically we are guiding for 8,000 towers with 10,000 tenancy. So in 10,000 tenancy, we are expecting 5-6,000 tenancy from BSNL, around 4,000 tenancy from Vodafone.
Understood. Okay. Thank you. I'll come back in the queue.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Varun. We'll take the next question from Mahek Talati. Mahek, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi sir, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. So sir, wanted to understand for the provisional revenue part, we have recorded 24 crores as a provisional revenue out of the 50 CR. So our revenue from operations in Q4 is just 26 CR.
No, Varun. Sorry, Mohit, right? Mohit, so I said in my presentation also, and if you see that slide, that 24 CR is for the entire year and not for Q4. See, this provision we keep happening on quarterly basis, but there was never remark because all were unaudited. Since this was an audited balance, the result which we have declared, there's a remark stating it's an revenue recognition which happens for every company in every quarter. There would be something where billing would be pending. So this 24 crore, out of this 24 crores, 4 crores are for the fiber, which is for entire year. Around 19 crores is for government player, where provision has been for 6 months and not for Q4 alone. And there is another 78 lakhs or something, which is for another 6 months. So more or less, these provisions are for 2 quarters and 4 crore provision is for entire year. It's not for
Okay.
Q4 only.
Okay,
And we have
then
also given correspondence of the remark yesterday night by the auditors.
okay. And by when can we expect full impact of the new tower addition of close to 1,800 towers which we did? Because our
So
revenue from operations is not, it's not showing there, it's not visible there.
So it will happen from coming quarters because when we roll out a tower, we don't roll out on day one of that quarter. It happens for entire quarter. So full potential of receivables, it will be visible in current quarter.
Okay. And the 24 CR, which is the part of the, which is the provisional revenue, where is it a part of the trade receivables or is it a part of the current assets because the billing is yet to be done?
Sarma ji,
ये पार्ट ऑफ करंट एसेट होता है, अदर करंट एसेट लेटेस्ट।
Understood. And so the ESOP portion in cash flow is showing as a 35 CR received from ESOPs, received from ESOPs. And if we receive the 20 crores which we receive
इसॉप
from
से नहीं मिला, एक मिनट महक, आप कहीं गलती कर रहे हो। ये इसॉप से नहीं मिला, ये शेयर वारंट से मिला है। दैट वाज इशूड टू शिवशंकर लातूरे एंड सुचित्रा लातूरे।
So, but it's the warrant amount is just 20 CR. So the remaining 15 crores is from.
वो पहले ही 25% शिवशंकर लातूरे का पहले आ गया था और बैलेंस 20 CR इन मंथ ऑफ मार्च आया है सर।
सॉरी सर, वापस एक बार एक्सप्लेन करेंगे।
25% जो है उनका जब एप्लीकेशन होता है वारंट का उसी वक्त आता है, तो वो शिवशंकर लातूरे और सुचित्रा लातूरे इन्होंने 25% अपना पहले दे दिया था। शिवशंकर लातूरे ने अपना 75% 31 मार्च को दे दी। तो एक शिवशंकर लातूरे का वार्निंग जो है कंप्लीट कंपाइल हो गया है और सुचित्रा लातूरे जी का इस पर्टिकुलर फाइनेंशियल ईयर में कंपाइल होगा।
Okay, समझ गया. Also, sir, ये जो 25 year which we have recorded as an exceptional item of ESOP, so we have done that will not come in the future quarters or years because we have done that on at one end.
आगे कैसे आएगा? अभी सिर्फ सुचित्रा लाखोरी जी का और आएगा 25 करोड़, उसके अलावा कुछ और नहीं आता है।
शर्मा जो ईसॉप का पूछ रहे हैं कि ईसॉप अपने अभी जो किया तो अपने
हाँ।
ये क्वार्टर में पूरा इम्पैक्ट दिया, तो उसका इम्पैक्ट आगे नहीं आएगा ना, राइट?
नहीं, आगे आगे उसका एक्सपेंडिचर इम्पैक्ट कुछ नहीं आएगा। अब जो भी आएगा वो कैपिटल आएगा, उसका पैसा आएगा।
And sir,
Employees से
when
जो
will
पैसा
this?
आएगा वो
When are we expecting to convert this
No, sir.
ESOP into?
Simple answer is that impact
incoming
इसके
2
बाद
years we
one
are
time है.
शर्मा जी
Sir,
वो पूछ रहे
timeline
हैं
for conversion of these ESOP?
एक्सरसाइज कब करेंगे, वो पूछ रहे हैं एम्प्लॉइज।
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
एक्सरसाइज पीरियड पूछ रहे हैं कब तक हो जाएगा?
अभी वो एक्सरसाइज के लिए ओपन है, अब वो एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं सारे एम्प्लॉइज।
Okay, so sir, now we have two ESOPs lined up for exercise, right? One is on 2018, where we have close to 15 lakh shares and the 5 lakh shares which we have recently issued.
Yes.
Okay. And sir, last question is regarding so last quarter you mentioned we are in talks with two bankers for 100 CR loan. So when can we get an update for the same? Can we receive the funds?
शर्मा जी,
मैं समझा नहीं सवाल क्या है।
शर्मा जी अपने लास्ट क्वार्टर में इनको बोला था कि वी आर रेजिंग 100 करोड़ का डेट्स फ्रॉम टू ऑफ द बैंकर्स, तो जो अपन को 30 से वो पूछ रहे हैं कि 100 करोड़ पूरा कब आ जाएगा अपने पास, और उसमें से कितना आ गया अभी तक, अगर आ गया तो वो डेट में से 100 करोड़ में से?
50 सीआर मतलब 15 सीआर मेरा एक्सिस बैंक से आया है मार्च के अंदर, और 20 सीआर मेरा आईसीआईसीआई बैंक से आ चुका है। 30 सीआर अप्रैल क्वार्टर के अंदर मेरे को आ जाएगा, ये अप्रैल मंथ में आता है आईसीआईसीआई बैंक का, और 50 सीआर ऑलरेडी इन क्यू है विद एक्सिस बैंक, तो मोटा मोटी मेरा जून तक आ जाएगा।
So what we are expecting, Mohit, is entire 100 crore we have received, part out of around 30-35 crores we have received in last day of March, and balance we are expecting in Q1. So it raise entire 100 crores by end of Q1 will be with us, and which will help us to a very strong rollout in Q1 plus Q2.
So Shahji, last question from my side is like, practically if we look, then the receivables would stand at 87 crores, right? Because of 63 crores of receivable plus 24 crores of unbilled revenue. So net we have to take 87 crores from the market, right?
Right. No, but when you say 87 crore, that 87 crore is not part of my top line, because trade receivable also includes electricity receivables, which is not part of my top line. So around 30 crores would be an electricity receivables out of that, which happens on a 2-month cycle or 3-month cycle on monthly basis. So in top line, it would only be around 50 crores receivable. Balance 30 crores is electricity receivables.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mahek. We'll take the next question from Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, what was the capex for Q4 that we have spent?
So in Q4, we have done only 50 odd sites. So not spend much. It would be 4-5 crores capex. My major capex happened in Q3.
एक चीज मैं आपको बता दूं, इस साल मेरा अराउंड 50 करोड़ के आसपास जो है WIP में है।
करेक्ट।
तो वो जो है वो दैट वाज आल्सो ए कैपेक्स। भाई हमारी तरफ से तो पैसे इन्फ्यूज हो चुके हैं, जैसे ही वो रियलाइज जिस दिन स्टार्ट होगा उस दिन हम उसको भी कैपेक्स में डाल देंगे।
करेक्ट सर, ये CWIP कब फिक्स एसेट्स में आएंगे, बाय सितंबर, और व्हेन डू वी एक्सपेक्ट?
इन फर्स्ट क्वार्टर में भी मोस्ट ऑफ फर्स्ट क्वार्टर और सेकंड क्वार्टर में आ जाएगा।
So in H1 it will come in asset, so partly in Q1 and partly in Q2.
Got it. And sir, हम लोग का whatever towers we have shown in the presentation, is the Lotus Tower included in that list?
No.
We have not considered it because acquisition happened on 31st March, na? So now in Q1 it will get added.
Okay, got you. And sir, whatever you have explained with regards to the loan facility that we will be getting up, but then we will be needing some more capital, right, for doing that 5,000 towers. So what will be that amount that we are?
So what we have planned is we have planned 500 crores capex in coming year. So out of which 100 crore we are able to successfully raise from banks, We have internal accrual for Sarma, 150 crores will be internal accrual. 150 will be internal, so we have around 250 crores. We have shortage of 250 crores, out of which I think around 50 crores we should receive from preferential and ESOP. So balance 200 crores, we are still trying to raise the funds. So as and when we get some positive news, we will update you.
Okay. Last question would be on, the kind of guidance that we had shared. Is that outlook still on track?
Yeah, 100%. Only thing that is just because of last year, since market was not good enough and we were not able to do a preferential. So it has just got spillover by another, say, 2 quarters. Numbers are intact. Only thing it will be spillover for 2 quarters.
So 320 crores is still visible as per
Yeah, maybe not if FY25, then 6 months later, but it's 100% there on cards and it can be more than that. The way we are seeing and positive feedback from BSN and VL, we can cross that also, but there can be slight bit of 1 or 2 quarters in achieving that numbers. That's it.
Got it. And sir, one last question with regards to Vodafone Idea. Sir, I heard you saying about Vodafone's, how strong it is going to be coming back. But the also thing is that, what the other participant also talked about, the Vodafone is not, they are saying that it's hardly, they can hardly go for 6 months and they will need the government intervention. But then you are saying something else and,
So I tell you, since it's a recorded call, I can't say much. But then if you see, there is also news of AGR waiver, which is happening. So if they want an AGR waiver, they have to make many such statements. So that's a part and parcel of company strategy, and we can't comment on well strategy. But we work on ground with Vodafone. On ground, absolutely there is a clarity that Vodafone will come much stronger. They have started rolling out 5G. Don't quote me, but by August, I think in this H1, they'll be rolling out 5G across India. So they are going to come back very stronger. They are putting a lot of money into business. They are coming up with almost, we have seen the ads of number of sites they are coming up. So undoubtedly Vodafone will come stronger. And the statement which have been made by VL management are part of their strategies, and I can commit much on recorded calls. Yeah.
For this fiscal year, any other expenses that we are seeing for this fiscal year?
Other than CapEx?
Other than CapEx or this one-time hit that we have taken for ESOP, something like that, any other expenses that we are seeing as in, that might hit the profitability?
और कोई ESOP आएगा क्या ये साल में? In this entire financial year talking, right?
क्या बोल रहे हो सर?
ये साल नहीं आएगा, नेक्स्ट ईयर आएगा.
नेक्स्ट ईयर आएगा. ये साल ऐसा कोई वन ऑफ और नहीं आएगा.
नहीं, बड़ा कुछ नहीं.
Okay, got it. I'll fall back in the. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darshan. We'll take the next question from Rishi Kothari. Rishi, you can unmute, please.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I had couple of questions on the P&L front. I mean, in terms of expenditure, if I see, there's a drastic increase in cost of material consumed as well as, for the quarter and employee benefit expense post the adjustment of ESOPs. I mean, what exactly is driving this sort of expenses? This margins front more or less has been intact because of the other expense went down. Otherwise, you would have taken a huge hit in margins on EBITDA front as well.
Sarbaji?
अदर एक्सपेंसेस के एक्सपेंडिचर इंक्रीज हुआ है वो बोल रहे हैं क्या?
कॉस्ट ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल.
कॉस्ट ऑफ मटेरियल. कॉस्ट ऑफ मटेरियल इंक्रीज कोई ड्रास्टिक बिल्कुल चेंज नहीं, ज्यादा नहीं हुआ है, कम उल्टा कम हुआ है.
So I tell you, Rishi, I think you are seeing a consolidated balance sheet where
no. I mean, your PPT that has mentioned the financial statement on slide number 40, that YY percentage I'm looking at for the quarter, right? So top line I see a 10.4% of YY growth, but at the same time my cost of material consumed has increased by 53.9%, around 54%. So that's the main question. I mean, I don't know why exactly no one has addressed this yet, but this is something that's to be looked at right now.
Sarbaji, Kamlesh, can you open that slide, what he's talking, so it will be more clarity will be there.
Yeah, sure. So just give me a second.
Sarbaji, देख लो slide में what he's asking. Financial slide.
Yes, financial statements, slide number 40, just before the supporting note that we have published.
नहीं
It's a standalone number, sir. If I'm not wrong, these are purely standalone numbers based on your statement.
हाँ
So which line item you're talking over here? Cost of material consumed.
Yes, and that third line it is on the quarter basis. I'm talking just Q4.
So in
हाँ
Q4 it's 35 crores, right? 35.
3.5 crores, yes, 35
Right.
million.
3.5 and 55 compared to Q3.
So
Yeah, but compared to
he's
Y-
comparing this year Q4 versus last year Q4.
yes,
This is what he's asking.
Okay, 23 versus 35 you are asking,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sharma ji,
हाँ
cost of material consumed Q4 last year was 23 crores. This year it's this quarter it's 35 million.
लास्ट ईयर मेरा जो पूरा का पूरा इसमें है ना, लास्ट ईयर का इम्पैक्ट के हिसाब से बराबर आ रहा है। उल्टा मेरा लास्ट ईयर का 10.49 था मटेरियल कॉस्ट, और इस साल मेरा 10.11% है मटेरियल कॉस्ट। तो मेरा कॉस्ट कम ही हुआ है, बढ़ा नहीं है।
तो
अगर
इसमें
ईयर ऑन ईयर कंपैरिजन भी करेंगे तो सिर्फ
और हमें
क्वार्टर का कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है ना कि कुछ एक्सपेंडिचर जो है नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर के अंदर शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं, उसकी वजह से बैलेंसिंग फिगर में थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे आता है। बाकी कोई ड्रास्टिक चेंज नहीं है इसके अंदर भी।
But on that front, my in a way margin, ये तो चलो other expense की वजह से वो margins were pretty much stable on that front. Otherwise, तो my margins would have been very drastically YOY पे. Other expense, I also want to ask other expense, what exactly do we include? If at all there is a huge fluctuation in the cost of material consumed, right? So it's
So
what
Rishi, what I
exactly?
can tell you is my operation cost has gone down because of a massive rollout which we did in Q3. My operation cost on per site basis has gone down. So overall my cost has reduced in terms of actual operation expenses. About this, I think we will get back to you with the query. Share your email ID on a message. We will share you the entire breakup of this.
That buffer. I mean, I will be very happy if I could cost full breakup of cost would be if you're able to provide
Done.
that. And also on the other questions I had, apart from cost, the other income has also reduced drastically. What exactly is driving our other income first thing? And if at all that is the thing, is it a sustainable thing for a future next 2-3 quarters? How exactly we are looking at?
ऋषि, अदर इनकम इसके लिए हमारा डिक्रीज हुआ है कि लास्ट ईयर जो है हमने कुछ अपना सुप्रीम सुयोग फनिकुलर रोपवे को, सुयोग उर्वक्षानी को जो लोन दे रखा था उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट किया था। वो सारा का सारा लोन लास्ट ईयर में पे ऑफ हो गया। ठीक है, 31 मार्च 2024 तक मतलब 90% लोन पे ऑफ हो गया। अब उसका इंटरेस्ट तो लास्ट ईयर में आया था, लेकिन इस ईयर में नहीं आया है। अब वो इंटरेस्ट नहीं आया, इसके लिए अदर इनकम शॉर्ट टर्म होता है। तो अदर इनकम इज नॉट माय मेन सोर्स ऑफ बिजनेस। इंटरेस्ट कमाना हमारा वो नहीं है। हमारा इंटरेस्ट है कि हमारा मतलब ठीक है, वो एज ए कॉल, मतलब जो प्रीवियस कॉल थे हमारे, उसकी वजह से हमने इनको पैसे दिए थे, वो पैसे हमारे वापस आ गए, तो अब उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है।
Which I get it, but I mean last quarter YOY margins pretty much उनके वजह से ही sustainable थे। Right now, of course, we are again claiming that.
ये सस्टेनेबल है।
So we are claiming that 32 to 35% of the margins are sustainable for us.
Yeah. So even if you see, Rishi, my other income percentage is right now very low. Other income is only an interest from loan or bank guarantee or something. My entire EBITDA and PAT are sustainable based on my revenue from operations.
Okay. And sir, also in terms of employee benefit expense, how exactly is it drastically increased? I mean, we are hiring more people for it. What exactly is the reason behind that?
So one is this 27 crore ka ESOP, which has increased the employee benefit.
That I'm adjusting for that post that we have seen YOY.
There was a change in director revenue. Obviously, we are hiring more people. There is a recruitment drive which is going on. But major impact has come because there was a revenue from directors. There was a change in some revenue from remuneration to directors. And yes, we are hiring more people because since we are rolling out more sites, we'll need to also hire people in terms of our operations team. And that is also driving the upward cost of employee benefit.
So in a way, we have changed the compensation for our directors and management level.
Yes, plus employee addition put together, other than ESOP benefit.
Do we have any sort of breakup for that? If at all possible for you to give me?
We will share with you. So
Sure,
what I would suggest, you can just send a mail on our CA investor ID with all the data you need, and my CS will revert back to you as per the SEBI rules.
Okay, sir, I'll do that. And in terms of
All right. Rishad, again, I think you can just get back in the queue. There are a few questions we'll take first. Uh,
yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Deepak Pandey, you can unmute and go for your queries, please.
Hi, thank you. Sir, as on 31st March, we have 5,700 towers,
Right.
7,000 odd tenancies. So
Right.
can you just give me a number? What does it look like by the end of FY26 and also FY27? And
So,
then how much, and how much incremental capex do we need to, get to those numbers?
so what we are planning is another 4,000 towers in FY25. So 5,700 will go to around 9,700 plus towers. In terms of tenancy, it will be 5,000 addition in both the years. And we are planning capex of around 400 crore in each financial year. We need on an average 10 lakhs capex per tower between different categories of tower. So if I'm able to roll out 4,000 tower in current year, then I need 400 crores ka capex. And same goes for next FY also. And we are targeting to achieve tenancy of 15,000 by next FY end.
Got it. Now, this 400 crores also, if you can break it up year by year, how you will get it in FY26 and then in FY27, please.
So for FY26, we are raising 100 crores on bank debt right now. Another 150 crores is from internal accrual, so it becomes 250 crore. Another 50 crores will come from promoter for their past warrants and ESOP. So we are able to reach around 300 crores easily. And 100 crore shortage will again go for bank debt, where we are working with the bankers. For next financial year, we have still not have clear plans. As and when we get some positive output, we'll update you on every quarterly call. But this year, we are more or less that we'll be able to arrange 400 crores easily. For next year, we'll update you as and when we get some positive feedback from the lenders or maybe bankers.
So it is 200 crores of loan, 150 crores of promoter internal accruals, and 50 crores from the promoter.
We have on the track.
Sorry.
हम यही सोच रहे हैं आज के दिन तो कि अब जो है बैंक डेट सी इंक्रीज कर लेते हैं उससे
आगे
क्या
आगे
आ रहा है
से शर्मा जी 1 मिनट में रोक रहा हूँ सिंपल है सर 400 करोड़ में से 200 is income from bank 150 from our internal accruals and 30 crore ESOP is there so 380 is crore 20 or some less is there we can manage it okay that is the 400 crore plan
सर 200 करोड़ ये इंक्रीमेंटल आप बता रहे हैं जो हमें लोन चाहिए रहेगा राइट बट अभी अपन मई में ऑलरेडी हैं वी नीड ऑलरेडी
No. Sorry,
सर
100 crore you
ऑलरेडी
already
100 आ चुका है एडिशनल 100 आ जाएगा
तो मैं इनको ब्रेकअप देता हूँ in from 31st March till now we have got more or less 70 crores credit and another 30 crores are pipeline which will come anytime in Q1. So Q1 we have already raised, you can assume that we have raised 100 crores in Q1, balance 100 crore will follow in next quarter.
Okay, and I don't understand 150 crores of internal accruals also. Can you also break it down?
Just see the operational cash flow, the very high operational cash flow we have got. And even if you see my PAT, which is around 35%, I have a top line of 192%. So we'll
सर
calculate.
80 crores का OCF है 80 में आपको 80-90 इस साल भी आएगा which will eventually come in quarter by quarter. So I still don't understand 150 crores का आप capex कैसे करोगे?
सर ऐसा है 90 करोड़ आपने बराबर बोला 30 करोड़ सुचित्रा लतुरे का ईसॉप बचा है 120 करोड़ अभी 27 करोड़ का ईसॉप का जो इसको अरेंजमेंट हुआ है वो 30 करोड़ 30 और 30 60 एंड 90 150 तो हो ही गया ना सर
नहीं वो इंटरनल
सर लेकिन ईसॉप आप अलग से भी ऐड कर रहे हो राइट
नहीं मैं इंटरनल एक्रूअल बोल रहा हूँ 150
सर मैं इंटरनल एक्रूअल का जब मतलब होएगा तो हमारा कंपनी का प्रॉफिट प्लस हमारे जो प्रेफरेंशियल शेयर्स हुए उसका भी पैसा आ जाएगा ना दोनों
नहीं शर्मा जी
हाँ
इंटरनल एक्रूअल जो अपने 150 करोड़ प्लान दिया ना उनका इनको सिर्फ एक्सप्लेन कर दो ना आगे इट्स आउट ऑफ 1 इफ यू सी माय टॉप लाइन इज 192 करोड़ तो उनको एक्सप्लेन कर दो 150 करोड़ कैसे आ रहा है
अच्छा मेरा EBITDA 71% है आज के दिन ठीक है ना 192 का 71% कर लीजिए आप
Sir, but that won't be the cash that you will get, right? You have
Yes.
receivables also.
सर लेकिन मेरा जो प्रीवियस रिसीवेबल है
एक-
आज
एक- एक-
के दिन मेरी आउटस्टैंडिंग 87
शर्मा जी
वो भी मेरे पास आएगा ही ना।
शर्मा जी उनका कहना है कि आपका जो आउटस्टैंडिंग 30 करोड़ है सर, ये तो मंथली कैश जो जनरेट हो रहा है ना
और
सर।
उसके सामने ना, उसके सामने
हाँ।
also get, I mean, समझ, उसके सामने we also get credit period from suppliers and vendors, तो वो एडजस्ट हो जाता है। So we'll 100% use this 150 crores। हो सकता है कि ये साल में ना आए and next quarter of finance है तो I also have a credit period from my suppliers।
Got it. सर इसको ऐसे समझ सकते हैं 400 करोड़ अगर आप क्वार्टर या हाफ वाइज एक्सप्लेन करें कि केपेक्स 200 करोड़ H1 में होगा, 200 H2 में होगा।
Right।
That will be the more better. Yes।
हाँ, तो 200 पकड़े अपन H1 एंड H2 में।
Right।
Correct।
करेक्ट। तो H1 के 200 करोड़ हमारे पास ऑलरेडी हैं। इज दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्लियर?
Right।
Yes सर।
H1 के अपने पास हैं एंड H2 में अभी हमें उसके लिए अरेंज करना है, राइट?
Yes सर।
Got it, got it. And sir, average revenue per tenant per month, इस ये आप फिगर दे सकते हैं?
Close to 35,000। So it will vary from operator to operator, but on an average it will be around close to 35,000।
Got it. And on the fundraise part, कुछ अभी प्लानिंग चल रही है सर फंडरेज के लिए?
No planning as of now।
फिलहाल तो कुछ प्लानिंग नहीं है अभी तक।
No planning as of now। So we'll wait for how market is and then we'll see। And that's why we have not given you any fundraise possibility for this 400 crore of current FI, where we are keeping 400 crore other than the fundraise। So 400 crore is only from bank debt, internal accruals and so on।
Got it. And sir, लोन का एक बार आप बता रहे थे एक्सिस बैंक, ICICI बैंक, कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन दैट अगेन?
एक्सिस बैंक और आईसीआईसीआई बैंक दोनों से मेरा प्रपोजल अप्रूव हुआ है। टॉप अप ऑफ 100 CR मोटा मोटी जून के अंदर वो क्लियर हो जाएगा, क्लोज हो जाएगा, तो मेरा डेट आ जाता है मेरे पास।
Got it, got it. I'll join back in the queue. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. We'll take the next question from Saket Kapoor. Saket, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
नमस्कार सर। सर जैसे आप अभी एक्सप्लेन कर रहे थे, तो हमारा क्लोजिंग डेट लॉन्ग टर्म के बेसिस पे क्या रहेगा सर? FY
225 करोड़ रुपए।
अच्छा सर, और इस पे सर हमारा ब्याज कितना छूटेगा? क्या रेट पे हमको लोन मिल रहा है?
9.50।
9.50 सर। और सर टर्म्स में हमारा मेच्योरिटी का मैंने मोनिटोरियम क्या है, और कब से हमको पेमेंट रीपेमेंट शुरू करना है?
अपना एक भी दिन मोरिटोरियम नहीं होता है, ठीक है। फर्स्ट डे से हमारा EMI स्टार्ट हो जाता है और 5 years का टर्म लोन में लेते हैं।
सर जैसे हम देख रहे हैं कि काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस हमारे फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग और जिसे कहा जाए सर, वो नंबर्स ठीक इन्वेस्टिंग कम्युनिटी में अंडरस्टूड नहीं हो रहे। आप काफी समय ले रहे हैं उन्हें समझाने में, बट अभी भी सर क्लैरिटी उतने हद तक क्लियर नहीं हो रही है। और सर जैसा मार्केट भी आपके अपने मार्केट कैप को एंटिसिपेट कर रहा है, कहीं पर सर कोई परसेप्शन में कोई गैप बन रहा है। तो सर जब से हमारा ये प्रेफरेंशियल अलॉटमेंट का आपने जब से डिसीजन लिया है, तब से मार्केट कैप भी एक डिक्लाइनिंग ट्रेंड पे चल रहा है। तो इसे प्रमोटर्स और बाकी लोग किस प्रकार से लेते हैं कि कहाँ पर सर ये गैप बना है परसेप्शन में या कॉन्फिडेंस में, जिसके कारणवश इस प्रकार की प्रतिक्रिया मार्केट एंटिसिपेट कर रहा है?
सर आपने बहुत राइटली क्वेश्चन पूछा है, मैं अच्छे से जवाब देना चाहूंगा। जब हमने फंड रेजिंग का प्रोग्राम किया था तो 1875-35 में आया था। द सडन अमेरिकन व्यू की वजह से हमारा प्राइस नहीं है अकेले का गिरा है, पूरे मार्केट का गिरा है। दैट इज फर्स्ट पॉइंट। सेकंड पॉइंट, हमने जो हमारा ग्रोथ स्टोरी है और हमारा जो बिजनेस हेड तुषार शाह हो या CFO हो, वो मार्केट को ये बताना चाहते हैं कि इफ नॉट फंड रेज बाय मार्केट, सो वी आर गोइंग फॉर द डेप्थ पर्पस। सो जो मार्केट ये अंडरस्टैंड करना चाहता है कि आप पैसे कहाँ से रेज करोगे और काम कैसा करोगे, ठीक है। हम ये बोलना चाहते हैं कि अगर हमको ये पैसा इधर से नहीं मिला है तो हम बैक डेप से कंफर्टेबल है। ये मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो रहा है। ऑपरेटर्स ये मतलब इन्वेस्टर्स ये समझना चाहते हैं कि ग्रोथ के लिए आप जो पैसा रेज करने वाले थे, देयर आर 2 मॉडल्स आर देयर। and out of two model, one model is not lucrative for us, so we have gone to debt model. So हम लोग वो हमारा टारगेट तो मीट कर रहे हैं और मार्केट को हम ये बताना चाहते हैं कि हमारे पास जो ऑर्डर्स है और सुयोग का जिस तरह से स्पीडी डेवलपमेंट और डिप्लॉयमेंट ऑफ साइट है उसको हमने कैप्चर जल्दी से जल्दी करना चाहिए. दैट्स ऑल द इशू.
So I will give you 3 bullet points over here. First thing, as a company, we are very sure that market will react to our results and our performance. So as a company, we are purely and purely focused on our performance. We want to achieve what we have committed or what we have 10,000 additional tower. So our focus is absolutely clear in terms of whether it's top management or any employee of the company. Focus is only on performance, and we are confident that if I am able to achieve my guided numbers, market will surely react positively to my result. Second, in terms of perception, yes, I would accept that yes, there have been some communication gaps which are happening when we are declaring some results or something, which we are working on, and it will be rectified immediately with immediate effect. And next quarter onward, I don't see there will be any gap between investors' perception and company's performance. But yes, performance is guaranteed, and I'm also confident that market will react positively to our performance.
ठीक है सर. बाकी सर जो टावर फाइबराइजेशन की स्टोरी है जिसमें हम टेलको से ये सुनते हैं कि वो उस प्रकार से कैपेक्स नहीं कर रहे हैं सर. 5G के रोल आउट के विषय में सभी टेलकोस का ये कमेंट है कि उनका जैसे जियो कहते हैं कि हमने 5G रोल आउट कर दिया है नेशन वाइड, बट द फाइबराइजेशन पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी जो परसेंटेज के टर्म्स में वो आज भी लोअर साइड पर ही ट्रेंड कर रही है. तो क्या सर क्वालिटी ऑफ 5G ऐसे ही लो रहने वाली है? बिकॉज फाइबराइजेशन का परसेंटेज तो नहीं बढ़ा है, फाइबर की सेल्स नहीं बढ़ी है.
फाइबराइजेशन है सर. मैं आपको बता दूं, फाइबराइजेशन is 2 parts to it. One is underground fiberization, one is aerial fiberization. Now, underground fiberization is very costly because of if you see Mumbai ROW charges are 1 crore per kilometer, where operators are not very keen to invest. So if you see my model from day one, we are focused only on aerial fiberization and structured aerial fiberization. Luckily, in a new ROW, even structured fiberization has been made an option as a legal option for all the operators. So number of fiberization, like BSNL has recently done one tender in MTNS for fiberization. There are many more such tenders which are happening. Vodafone is going behind the fiberization. See, Jio is already 75% fiberized tower. Airtel is close to 55-60% fiberized tower. BSNL has become very aggressive. They are running multiple projects for fiberization, and Vodafone is also going for aerial fiberization. So 5G quality will improve. 100% 5G services will improve. Yes, fiberization is not an overnight job. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of time. So you can see next 2, 3, 4 quarter, there will be much fiberization projects which are getting deployed and tower are getting fiberized, and improvement is there. 100% there, and people are investing in fiber. But yes, there's a different model now. Initially, it was all underground fiber. Now, more or less, focus is on aerial fiber or structured fiber, which Suyog has been following from day one. So, always, even in fiberization, we are one step ahead of market because we were aware this was coming. Right? Hello?
Okay, sir, I'll join the queue.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Saki. I would invite Mr. Tushar Talwar to ask the question from the chat box. He has raised a query. Mr. Tushar Talwar, you can please unmute and ask the question.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for taking my question. I just wanted to ask, sir, that it's been now 2 full audited financials where we have an emphasis of matter on the lack of internal controls. I just wanted to ask, like, why is this continuing for 2 years in a row, and what is the lacunae that we are not able to fix for 2 years in a row that our auditor has to give this kind of a comment?
Ramanji, you are taking it? शर्मा जी, IFC पे क्वेश्चन है.
करवा ये हमने अपना इंटरनेट फाइनेंस कंट्रोल जो है हमारी खुद की अपनी टीम से करा रहे हैं. हमारी खुद का इंटरनेट कंट्रोल बहुत अच्छा है, बट उसका जो टेक्निक मतलब कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स ऐसे हैं जैसा कि इनवॉइसिंग है, ठीक है, उस पर हमारा पूरा सिस्टम मैनुअल है इनवॉइसिंग का. सेल्स का। वो एक पार्ट ऐसा है जो ऑटोमाइजेशन के लिए हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि ऑटोमाइजेशन के अंदर चले जाए, सिस्टम ऑटोमाइजेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट है उधर, और वो हम लोग उसके ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं ऑलरेडी। 2-3 मतलब सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी से बातचीत चल रही है। ऑटोमाइजेशन की वजह से वो कमेंट 2 साल से ऑडिटर डाल रहे हैं कि आप ये पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट को भी ऑटोमाइजेशन में लेते हो।
So let me take this question ahead from here. Your name is Saket, right? Sorry, I missed your name. Tushar, right? So, sir, in terms of IFC, we are very strong. We have an in-house IFC team where, and understand my billing is subject to all MSAs. Then we have only 4 customers, 4 MSAs, where my billing are governed by master service agreement, which also well cross-verified by operator. So there is any hardly chance of revenue leakage over there. In terms of cost, again, we have 4-5 suppliers to which we pay cost against the invoices. But yes, where we are lacking is an automation. We have started a journey of automation in Suyog. We have already deployed software in warehouses for us very strong inventory control because inventory is my topmost priority. So we already deployed software over there. Now we are creating our own network operating system to manage my uptime and improve operational efficiency even in terms of cost. So we have already deployed this. We have started deployment in Punjab Circle. In next 3 or 4 months, we'll have a network operating system, which is remote-based monitoring system and a SIM-based monitoring system, which will get deployed in next 6 months across India for all my 5,700 towers. Same way, we are also working with few software company like Sarmaji said for an automation of billing. So only that remark is pertaining to automation rather than actual IFC control.
Understood, sir. So this was just coming from Saket ji's question also. So I understand that you may have everything completely transparent and under control internally, but as far as an investor is concerned, sir, an emphasis of matter is a serious issue. So maybe you need to take it from the auditors and like what do you need to get rid of this comment and then work backwards from there. Because so this is going to be very important going forward, and when you're raising for funds from third-party investors, preferential issue, these are things which weigh on investors' minds,
Right.
and they will continue to weigh the longer they remain on the books.
Then Tushar
Second,
taken on it. So we'll speak with the auditor and let him frame it better way. And as a company, we've always been transparent. My numbers are available with most of the investors. Even since today morning, I'm receiving and I'm transparently sharing all the numbers and figures. So in terms of transparency, I actually personally have doubt that any investor should have doubt in mind whether Suyog is transparent. We have been absolutely open book and transparent with you. Yes, there are certain remarks on which we have to work with auditor and get it proper framed or get
I understand. Sir. I understand your
taken
business
on
is
it.
like a capital allocation and capital efficiency business. So, these kind of things, even though for someone who understands the business well, I understand what is happening. But for others, it may not work out that way. And, where there is a doubt, people prefer to just stay away. That is the point number one. So, point number two was on the ESOP, sir. Sir, we are not able to find, I'm not able to find any disclosures around the ESOPs, these 5 lakh ESOPs that have been issued. That is fine. Maybe I've missed it on the exchange website. But my larger question, sir, was on the
Shareholders meeting. We'll share. So if you send a mail to my CS on investor ID, they will send all the disclosures which we have declared. All disclosures
Sure.
are being done on exchanges.
Right, sir. So my larger comment on the ESOPs was, sir, that, given that, we are a cash flow generation business and we don't trade at a very high price to earnings multiple.
Right.
So is it really a good idea for us to permanently be diluting, 5%, 10%, 15% via ESOPs at, such a low valuation? When instead you could come up with some sort of a variable compensation element for these employees and actually pay them out in cash when the milestones are hit. Because, sir, as you know, dilution is permanent. You're going to raise more money in the future also. There's going to be more dilution. So, as an investor who's looking at this as a capital allocation business, you allocate large sums of, it's a capital intensive business, you make high returns on cash. A permanent dilution of such a large magnitude happening this year, and then I think someone mentioned that it's going to happen again next year as well. I mean, sir, maybe we need to think about that, sir, because
So
this is
Tushar, I give you
permanent.
my version of it. We are not into manufacturing industry where we are dependent on machines. We're dependent on manpower. We're into service industry. So my 100% of revenue comes from manpower efficiency and manpower hard work. Now, what I want, see, if you see the larger picture, even though if I'm able to, I'm diluting my maybe 2%, 5% lower rate, but from a bigger picture perspective, if that improves the efficiency, that motivates my employee who can give me double the efficiency, then that overall will be traded at high value based on my performance. Now, we want even employee blood and money to be part of our company. So they get more motivated. So now we have employees across India. It's not that we have employees stationed only in Bombay office. And most of my employees are on field who are working day and night. So if I'm able to show them that if you are able to perform X, Y, Z, you are able to achieve your target, you have certain shares, which valuation will go up by X, Y, Z. It motivates them further. And at the overall company level, it becomes much more beneficial in terms of valuation or traded value.
Understood, sir. And so just to clarify, someone had asked a question. So the exercise price of these ESOPs is 542 something per share?
No. 541 is a difference value between exercise price and the fair value.
Right, sir. So what is the exercise price?
Sharma ji.
Around 300.
Around 300. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, sir. You need to price your ESOPs a little better, sir, because the market price has not been near 300 for a very long period of time, and ESOPs are supposed to incentivize for the future. It should be something we are taking a outsized impact on our PNL because you are giving a much lower exercise price, sir.
Sir, see, the 1 minute, take 1 minute. Sir, Sharma ji, 1 minute, hold on. See that, sir, the employee's salary is ranging between 50,000 to 1 lakh or 150. Okay.
Right.
So how can they raise their money for 300 rupees? Suppose the person is there, 15 lakhs, whole year salary he has to invest in my shares only.
So you can give them a loan. There is also financing these days. If the company does well, there will not be
There are
problem.
lot of option is there, but company decision is ultimately we have to take care. These are the agreements of 15 to 20 years. And our SLA time is 99.9. So we have to wholly depend upon the people. So unless and until they will also the growth story part. How should they participate in our company? Then it will be coming and going system will be happen.
So Tushar, let me explain in detail. Basically, what we have done is this ESOP don't get allocated blindly to any employees. If you see my age on network of MBA employees, average it will be 7 years plus. So if you take entire telecom industry, attrition rate is lowest in Suyog Telecom. Any tower company you take, attrition rates are very high. If you see attrition rate in Suyog, maybe you can come down to office and ask any employee. You will find employees 10 years, 15 years, 7 years minimum. My average would be 7 to 10 years minimum. People don't leave me. And if they, because we want, like sir said, we want people to become part of my growth story because all my agreements are for 15, 20 years. Here, we don't have office timing. We work 24/7 because we are on a live network. And we'll have to keep motivating people to have a very low attrition rate. And that's the reason we are doing this.
Sir, team is very old, and this policy was been in. We have taken this approval in 1920, and we are executing in 2025. So see the people also waiting for a long time, na?
All right, sir. I leave that to your good judgment. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all from my end.
Thank you, Tushar. We'll take up a question from the chat from Rohit Priyadarshi. He's asking, hi sir, can you tell about the capex we did in FY25 worth 138 crores?
What you want to share? Can you unmute and explain it in a better way because I'm not able to understand the question only.
Hello, Mr. Rohit.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, hi Rohit. So can you reframe or re-ask your question? What you asked in chat
Sir,
box?
I was looking at this cash flow statement and there was this purchase of PPE worth rupees 130 odd crores. So can we get a breakup like what is the source, like where do we spend this money exactly?
Sharma ji, आप बोलो.
अरे डिटेल तो बैलेंस शीट में दिया हुआ है ना.
138 करोड़ कैपेक्स मींस हमने जो ये पूरा पैसा यूटिलाइज किया है दैट वाज फॉर टावर and fiberization only.
So
Tower
I
क्या है?
so I tell you a breakup where we spend this money. One is my tower structure, which is 50% of my cost.
Okay.
Balance 50% goes in SMPS. Balance 40% goes in SMPS and battery bank. So majorly I get supply of my tower from Odisha and Nasik. We have two major supplier of tower. SMPS are from all the branded companies like Delta, VNT, Greenpool. Battery banks are from Intellect, Amar Raja, and we are also now converting a lithium from VRL to lithium battery. And 10% is miscellaneous on that tower. So these are the only major bucket where we spend our money.
Okay. Thank you. Got it.
Thank you, Rohit. We'll take a follow-up question from Mahek Talati. Mahek, you can unmute and ask your question, please.
Sir, how much of this ESOP is given to the promoters?
प्रमोटर को ESOP नहीं जाता है.
प्रमोटर को ESOP नहीं होता, Mahek.
प्रमोटर टीम में से किसी को कोई ESOP नहीं दिया.
No. Everything is to employees only.
Okay. And what is our cost of debt?
Cost of
Debt.
The loans which we have.
Interest.
9.5.
And what is the maximum amount of interest that we are paying for this loan? Like, I understand there are multiple tranches.
So you're talking highest percentage, right?
Yes.
Highest percentage of loan. शर्मा जी highest percentage कौन से बैंक के हैं कितने?
highest percentage अपना Axis Bank है.
And percentage?
9.5.
9.5 is the highest percent.
Okay. And
Sir, there is a decrease in the, if we see a quarterly trend of the realization per tower, there is a decrease from close to 35,000 per month to currently around 29,000.
Can you just hold? I believe he was asking some question and you unmute yourself, I think, right? Or you are together? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are together. Okay. So can you repeat your question?
Yeah, so my question was, if we see the quarterly realization per tower trend, there has been a slight significant decrease from 36,000 per rupees to 29,000 per rupees on a monthly basis. So what is the reason for the same?
So we have done a huge rollout of upgrade and small cell. So if you see, this revenue also consists of upgrade and small cell. So my entire last year, if you see Airtel revenues increase, your revenues increase, that's only from upgrade. And secondly, we are doing a lot of small cell rollout in Mumbai and all the metro cities of India. So that's why your per site realization goes down when you do small cell and upgrade. But then your EBIT and PAT is better in both the category compared to my macro sites.
But sir, in FY25, we have added only 196 small cell tenancies, and majority are
But we've done
metro
upgrade. We've done
tenancies.
1,000 plus upgrade for Airtel and Jio, right?
Yes.
So upgrade gives me a much better margin and a low realization per site. Because when I do upgrade, I get around 4 to 5,000 per site per month. So that's why you're seeing it as a 29,000.
Okay, and this will be sustainable going forward, or we might see an increase?
No, it will increase because
It
now
will.
I'm doing more or less macro tower. So realization per tower will increase in coming quarters.
Wonderful. And sir, in the opening commentary, you mentioned that there was an increase in the order book from the BSNL. Can you
Right.
please specify in terms of numbers?
See,
How many rounds?
as per my agreement or MS or BS, I cannot disclose number. But what I can say, we are working on a multiple projects with BSNL. One is a new site rollout where we are building anchor sites for BSNL. Second is the relocation sites where their existing site they want to terminate from the existing IP and move to Suyog. And third, the new site rollout which they have given to many IPs and they are not able to deliver. There is an official letter released by BSNL stating all the non-performing IPs needs to cancel the SOs of all the non-performing IP and need to given to Suyog. So between three projects, we are targeting around 5,000 odd tenancies from BSNL in this financial year. But I cannot give specific number for each year.
Wonderful. And sir, for ESOP, the fair value is 541 or it's higher, it's 841. What's the fair value?
541.67 is the fair value.
So then the difference will exercise price is 300 and fair value is 541. So the difference will be 241.
Sharma, the difference value is 541. Fair value will be higher. Hello.
हाँ. हेलो.
Fair value पूछ रहे वो.
नहीं, मैं ये पूछना चाहते हैं, मैं वही नहीं समझ रहा हूँ.
सर फेयर वैल्यू 541 है कि एक्सेस फेयर वैल्यू ज्यादा है डिफरेंस
नहीं,
541 है।
541 है
सर अगर फेयर वैल्यू 541 है तो पीएनएल पे इम्पैक्ट जो आ रहा है वो कम आना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि डिफरेंस आता है पीएनएल पे इम्पैक्ट, तो वो तो 12 करोड़ के आसपास आना चाहिए फिर।
जो मेरे रजिस्टर्ड वैल्यूएटर है उन्होंने बोला उनके हिसाब से जब हमने वैल्यू किया है तो मेरा पीएनएल को हिट वैल्यू जो आना चाहिए वो 541.67 है। मार्केट प्राइस वो टाइम पे 771 था, दैट वाज इन 2000 अक्टूबर 2023।
ओके, अंडरस्टूड।
वहां से जब वैल्यूएशन किया गया है तो उसका जो वैल्यू आता है फेयर मतलब एक्सरसाइजेबल वैल्यू वो 541 आता है।
ठीक है, समझ गया। एंड सर लास्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हेन वी आर इन नीड ऑफ फंड्स, व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर पेइंग डिविडेंड्स?
नीड ऑफ फंड है लेकिन मेरे इन्वेस्टर्स भी तो मेरा पार्ट है।
सर जब केपेक्स लाइन अप है इतना बड़ा, तो सर ये फंड हम केपेक्स में यूटिलाइज कर लेंगे तो हम टावर ज्यादा ऐड कर पाएंगे ना।
तो
So
ज्यादा
trust me, we
टावर
are
ऐड कर
happy.
पाएंगे और वही इन्वेस्टर मुझे और पैसा दे देंगे तो मैं और ज्यादा कर पाऊंगा।
So anyways, we are happy when such comment comes from investor that you can postpone the dividend and invest in capex. That's absolutely encouraging from your side. But yes, as we say, we take care of all our stakeholders. Like we take care of employee, we also want to take care of one of our most important stakeholder who are investor, and that's why we have declared dividend.
ओके, थैंक यू।
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the follow-up question from Mr. Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can go ahead, please.
Sir, just only one question from my end. If I'm not wrong, our promoters were supposed to infuse around 100 odd crores during the pref. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. So just a thing that came up, like since our stock price has corrected significantly, don't you think it's a right time for the promoters to step in and increase their stake and also boost the market confidence?
दरअसल मार्केट से स्टैक लेने का रीजन, मार्केट से अगर मैं स्टैक लेता हूं, अगर प्रमोटर अपना इंक्रीज करना चाहते हैं तो उससे कंपनी में पैसा नहीं आना। ठीक है, हमारा बहुत क्लियर उद्देश्य है कंपनी के अंदर पैसा आए और कंपनी के अंदर टावर बढ़े।
हाँ, तो प्रेफ करके ही कंपनी के अंदर पैसा आया।
शर्मा जो प्रेफ करने का करेंगे, why promote is not doing
वो
that?
हम ऑलरेडी इन प्लान है।
सर 1 minute. Sharma ji 1 minute, hold on. Sir, out of that 521 I have already increased my 5% stake.
Correct.
Okay. Second part is that your suggestion is welcome, no doubt at all. For that I am ready to invest, but the purpose is that the money will not come to company.
नहीं सर ये मैं वो बोल रहे कि आपका और एक
आप अगर हम प्रेप्स हम हमारी तरफ से कैलकुलेशन करने का कोशिश करेंगे। अभी जो बैंक डेप्थ एक बार और हो जाता है, ऑर्डर्स आर सीइंग इन विजन, वी विल थिंक ऑन दैट।
So Darshil, I think I will rephrase the answer.
Yes, sir.
Promoter is 100% interested in increasing more stake. They are already, we did warrants last time.
Correct.
But unless that warrant gets completed, one more warrant cannot happen. So,
Got it.
right, so that warrant is still due for conversion right now. And he is 100% ready to invest anymore. And we also got some feedback from other investors stating if only promoter invests, then there can be a logic that companies giving warrants to promoter but not diluting stake with other investors. So
Correct.
also don't want to send that wrong signals. But in terms of readiness, promoter is 100% confident on the business and they are ready to invest any amount of money in business. So let's this warrant conversion get over, then we'll think about your suggestion. We may move forward with that. Okay?
Got it. All right.
Thank you, Darshil. Thank you, Darshil. We'll take the question from chat from Karthik Bhatt. He's asking, could you please explain about tax percentage as it's varying over the years?
Sharma ji?
टैक्स परसेंटेज है 25 प्लस 12 प्लस 4%।
So वो बेसिकली पूछ रहे हैं कि आपका जो टैक्स परसेंटेज है वो
वेरी क्यों कर रहे हैं?
जो हाँ वेरी क्यों कर रहा है आपका लास्ट कुछ इयर्स में जो जिस तरह से
रीजन
देखा जा रहा है।
उसका मेन रीजन है इंडियंस, और दूसरा इंडियंस है, और दूसरा आपका जो ईसोप आया है उसके अंदर डिफर्ड टैक्स एसेट बना है। मेन रीजन इंडेस ही है क्योंकि इंडेस से बहुत ज्यादा फ्लक्चुएशन होता है एक्सपेंस का और अमोर्टाइजेशन का। जितना मैं ज्यादा कैपेक्स करता हूँ उतना अमोर्टाइजेशन का इफेक्ट ज्यादा चेंज होता है।
Okay, sir. So there is a follow-up question from Mr. Tushar Talwar. He said, I need to ask a follow-up question of ESOP. Response to his question was that the difference in fair value was rupees 540, but in subsequent question, the response was that the exercise price is rupees 540. Can you please clarify on that?
Sarvaji.
Value of option is 541.6.
तो बाद में ये गाड़ी का आगे पीछे कर दूंगा। Tushar, basically we have done an valuation report from a registered valuer. As per registered valuer, if we take exercise price of 300 rupees, the impact which will hit our P&L would be 541. So difference between the market price of like Sarvaji explained earlier and exercise value, which impacts my P&L. एक गाड़ी बोलो पीछे रख दे। I think I've cleared this now.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, sir.
So there is one question from Megh Shah, FY26 revenue and operating margins guidance.
So Sarvaji, आप बोलो expected revenue in FY26.
आप बोलो तो सर।
And operating margin guidance also.
So we are expecting around 320 crores of top line in FY26 and will sustain EBITDA margin at around 62%, 65% and PAT margins would be around 32% to 35%.
All right, sir. We'll take a follow-up question from Varun Gia. Varun, you can unmute and ask a question, please.
What is how much tenancy ratio can we see increase in tenancy ratio in FY26?
We should be able to touch an tenancy ratio of 1.5 on overall portfolio basis.
In FY26?
FY26.
Okay. And what is the rental yield per tower?
So it should, right now it's around 29-30,000. It should go to 32-33,000 in FY26 because we are doing more of a macro site rollout now. So it will increase.
The yield.
Hello.
Hello. The yield. How much percent do you earn on that?
In terms of percentage of what? Hello.
Hello. Rental yield per tower. Kitna
So
percent?
In terms of overall revenue, overall top line was saying entire revenue from rental and IPCs, right? Sarmaji, can you explain it better way? Hello.
Hello.
Yield value per tower पूछ रहे हैं.
Yield.
Net yield कितना बनता है? Hello.
निकाला नहीं है, मैं निकाल के आपको देता हूँ वरुण जी.
Okay. And what is this goodwill of 10 crores? This is related to
Lotus Infra.
Lotus Infra.
Company which we purchased.
Okay.
Acquired किया 31 मार्च को, उसका goodwill है.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. So there is a question in chat from Himanshu Agarwal. How much ESOP is pending?
5,07,720 ESOPs are issued in the taken in exercise or next 10,14,000 or pending.
Okay, sir. We'll take a follow-up question from Rishi Kothari. Rishi, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity again. Sir, in terms of tower addition and tenancy, this quarter we have added at what percentage increase this time around?
Q4 you are saying?
Yeah.
Number of towers, we have just added 50 to 70 towers. My major rollout happened in Q3. So at overall yearly basis, we have added 1,800 tenancies. On
overall.
yearly. Yeah.
Okay. This quarter was pretty much muted because mostly we did in Q3.
No, it's mainly because we were not able to arrange first because at end of Q3 we withdrawn our preferential and bank debt we were able to materialize bank debt only in last month of the Q4. So that's the reason Q4 rollout was lower compared to Q3.
So this actual muted tower addition growth should affect my P&L next quarter, right? Better top line or whatever we are claiming of growth rate.
So, yeah, it will so it will not have an actual impact. There will be a delay on PNL. So it will impact your PNL only for 1 quarter or 2 quarters because my entire target is getting shifted by 1 or 2 quarters because of the funds management. Otherwise, you will not have actual impact in long run.
Which I get it. So, we can say that for the next quarter or something, we are still not pretty much, very good or higher numbers in terms of the growth rate, right? At least for a quarter or two. Probably full year, we might achieve the target to like
Yes. Yeah, you are right.
Next quarter could be muted because of that, because we do not have able to arrange funds.
Right.
Okay, interesting. And in terms of, as you said, that 320 odd crores of top line with 32% margin, that comes to around 20 to 25 crores of bottom line per quarter. And if at all we are claiming of next 2 quarters of a bit muted, so most of that part will be seen in H2 of FY26.
No, so Q1 would be muted. Since now we have arranged funds in Q1, Q2 would be aggressive rollout. Q3 would be the highest rollout. Q2 also gets impacted because of rainy season. So if you see a seasonal every year, Q3 will always be highest, followed by Q4. So we are seeing a massive rollout starting from Q2, Q3, Q4, all 3 quarters, since now we're able to arrange funds. But as Q2 would be lower compared to Q3 and Q4.
Okay,
mainly because of rainy season impact.
Okay, and Q1 would be muted because of the.
Because Q4 we did not did any rollout. Now, so in terms of numbers, tower number will get in Q1. But in terms of revenue, yes, it would be muted because there was no major rollout in Q4.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much. I now hand over the call back to Vinay sir. Thank you very much, sir. Is there any closing comment that management wants to give?
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank everyone for joining the investor and their valuable suggestion. I want to two things want to clear. Previous year we have learned more thing about the market situations, and now this 26 25 26 25 26 26 27 we also want to enter in EPC contract of the BSNL. For new tender has come for 40 meter for all over India, more than 3,000 crore tender. Previously, we are working in IP model also, but this is the new opportunity is coming to market for erecting and operation maintenance for 5 years of the tower of the BSNL. So we are looking for that and we are preparing the tender. This June end, we may participate in the tender of BSNL. We have good relations with the BSNL for their rollout. So they are insisting us to go ahead. So we want to increase also top line and as well as bottom line what we have planned. So we are new venture is adding to Suyog feature that one of the EPC contract also we want to start vertically to get the immediate funds also and increase our profit and top line as well as bottom line. This is the final comment from my side. Okay. We are looking great future for the Suyog.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you to the management team for giving us their time. Thank you to all the participants for joining us on the call. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You all may disconnect now. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
You